You've got to speak, but you did speak. You won.
I said, "Wah!
Fuck you!"
Take that fiber broadband. Let's pickle Rick."
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RDAs show.
Hello.
Episode 148.
Hello.
Nice.
Welcome. What a show we have for you today. No, Brad, he sends his apologies. Obviously, we're not allowed to comment on his legal situation, but needless to say, he will be pleading not guilty, and he hopes to be back with us at the back end of this month. With us, we have the nation's favourite squonker, James Blythe.
Hello.
Vaping's answer to Daddy Booth, John Martins.
I don't know who that is. Hi, guys.
And Vaping's LL Cool J, Rick Groves. In the house.
Beautiful.
LL Cool J?
Yeah.
You know what LL Cool J actually stands for? The LL.
Oh, I did know this.
No.
Ladies love.
Yes, James knows his Def Jam.
Oh, I was a big LL Cool J fan.
You're a Def Jam boy. Did you have a Kangol hat?
Say that again, Rick.
Did you have a Kangol hat?
I did. I had several Kangol hats.
I've still got a couple actually.
They make quality headwear at Kangol.
Oh yeah, can't be a Kangol hat.
If it's any consolation, John, no one in chat knows who Daddy Booth is either.
Oh, cool. Well, Booth means big hair, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay, so on tonight's show, we've got news from the entire world of vaping. We've got some guaranteed stuff. We'll be finding out what you guys have been drinking, as well as what we've been drinking, especially what Rick's been drinking. And a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to be talking about squonking a little bit. We say that sometimes, and it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. We really will be talking about squonking and the latest developments in the squonk world. We're doing that, and we'll be doing Travava, of course, and all that good stuff. So let's kick off with very quickly finding out what everyone else. Obviously, we'll find out what us lot have been drinking and stuff, but let's find out what our people are on. Alex Brewer, Brewdog.
Oh, that was good butterbeer. I didn't like that. I thought it was funky.
Bit fancy.
Brewdog, do you say?
Well, that's just what I call Alex. He's not actually drinking that. He's drinking something far posher by the looks of it.
He's drinking
Do
butterbeer.
you call him Brewdog or Brewer Dog?
Brewdog.
Butterbeer, like Harry Plopper.
Well, it used to be Brewer but it wasn't that catchy. We got Sea Dog. He's on
Sea Dog.
He's on a plethora of canned liqueur.
Oh, he's got some of that Brewdog stuff there. He's got some of that. Not Brewdog. Beavertown.
There's some fancy cans
Something
there.
Something alloyed there. Yeah. Oh, he's got Gamma Ray. I've got some Gamma Ray as well. Right.
There's some fancy cans.
Got some all that stuff there.
We've got Foxy on the Iron Brew.
What the fuck's that? Is he Scotch?
It's got to be Scotch, hasn't he?
He's got to be Scotch.
I think he's a Scotch pretender.
Yeah, if he's not Scotch, that's a bit.
He's like a vegetarian Scotch egg.
That's a bit pervy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Iron Brew. A pint of Iron Brew. That seems like a lot.
Oh, that's a bit much. That's going to keep you awake, isn't it?
Yeah, this time.
Oh.
Schwartz, he's not watching tonight.
No, he's knocking up a bolognolog.
He's clearly got a hot day.
Bolognolog and a bit of garlic bread. He's on a promise.
He's on a proper. That is just the appetizer, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, and goo. The goo is the stuff you want to look at. The goo is that's the winner. That's going to get him over the finishing line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be knocking boots before we're even Travava.
I've got to throw something at you. I'm looking at this. Mushrooms have got no place in bolognese, I'm sorry to say.
I don't mind them.
Yeah, they're not, but they don't belong in the in a proper ragu.
I can tell. Well, I will be in Italy next week, and that will be my challenge. I'll report direct.
My mum used to put baked beans in them.
But this is the thing: you can't. There is no right or wrong with the Italian food because there is no right recipe or wrong recipe. It's all so to do with the Italian mothers and how they make stuff, isn't it? It's not regional really, although bolognese is from Bologna and all of that. But mushrooms have got no place in a ragu from Italy.
I see Trevor Larkin has said nothing like garlic bread before a night of passionate vaping, but if we both have it, it's neutralized, so it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't lose too much sleep. If it's a hot, steamy first meetup in a cafe with a rose on a book, then yeah,
it could be a step too far on a first meeting. But if you're willing to participate in the garlic, then it's acceptable.
Yeah, it's fine. If not, you go, would you like some garlic bread? And they go, no, and then you just throw it in the bin.
Yeah. If any one of you wants it, you're down. That's it. You're sinking.
Yeah. Ibby, again, he's running late, I think, but he's on some posh stuff as well. Oh, hang on. We've got Jonesy.
That's a lovely couple of beers. I like it.
And a lovely mod and all. And Rydog.
Arrow and Whisper, I see.
It's already pounded them. They've been eaten already.
There we go. I'm sure we'll return to Aerogate at some point this evening if we get a minute. Rick's gone crazy. So let's okay. So that's what everyone's on. That's what everyone's.
I will just say, as the investigating officer for Bradley not being here tonight, we had a little discussion before, and Bradley will probably watch this back. So I put the evidence at the 8-minute mark. Okay, you said you were going to eat a Whisper at an Aero live tonight, you fucking idiot. So
he did say that, didn't he?
You didn't tell us, did you? You fucking idiot.
What show are we on, fellas?
148.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, James Blythe.
Good evening.
The nation's favourite squonker.
Well, that used to be the case. I don't know whether there's some new blood.
Easily.
Squonking blood.
The only man with 6 points on his squonking licence. Yeah, you could lecture in squonk at the University of Life.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
I think you'd get. What's that thing when you're allowed to? If you're a professor and you hit your thing, tenure. He would definitely get tenure.
Squonking tenure.
Squonking tenure. I reckon.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How have you been this week? How's the week been to you? What have you been watching? What did you have for lunch? What are you drinking? Is there any other regular? Oh, what are you vaping?
Vaping, yeah. So the vaping bit as well. Let's not forget that.
Since there are more vapors in the UK than bakers, what would, in your eyes, would be the format of the Great British Vape Off?
Oh, the Great
Channel
British.
4's new show.
That would actually, that's about right down. I just Vape Off. Lovely. That's thanks very much, Rich.
No worries.
It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to be here. Week's been okay. It's been busy. It's been ups and downs. My bloody washing machine broke. I've had to have a new washing machine. Yeah, I hate buying white goods. Feels as though you should be just entitled to white goods, and I've had to spend like non white good money on white goods.
There's a secret to the white goods, though, James. There's a secret.
What's the secret?
If you go to the white goods shop and you see the lovely washing machine, all singing, all dancing, 500 quid washing machine, don't buy it. Buy the cheapest washing machine you can see in that shop and buy the warranty on it. Because that fucking hot point for 500 quid is going to break next year.
Well, we've got something in the mid range. The thing is, though, we've got black appliances. We had to buy a black washing machine. It's one of them things. When we first moved in, we bought all black appliances. So now we're more
white goods. You said they were white goods.
Yeah. You call all white goods, even though they're not white. The silver goods.
They're black goods.
Yeah, that's something different. That's something entirely different.
James has shown himself to be the South African of the
racist now, James, buying black goods instead of white goods.
No, that's the opposite of racist when you buy it, or is it? I don't know.
Oh, no, it's not, is it?
You called it white
for your goods.
Yeah,
you're compensating buying the black instead of the white.
You call all kitchen appliances white goods. They're called white goods. They're called white goods. I worked in retail. So I had to buy a new washing machine this week. It's nice. It's nice. Now we do our washing in the middle of the night because it's got one of them middle of the night functions.
When it breaks, you can't say "you black bastard." Can't.
No, you can't say that.
No,
definitely.
I'm not going to say that. I refuse to say that.
You're right to say that.
Good grief! Is it warm in this? It's warm in here. It's warm. It's really.
Did you try and get the old one fixed?
Pardon?
Did you try and get the old one fixed?
No. Nah.
How long had you had it?
6 years.
Oh, fair enough.
We've moved in 6 years ago, and that's
how did you dispose of the old one?
It's currently. I haven't disposed of the old one just yet. Have you tried lifting a washing machine?
They're heavy, aren't they?
You've got to take the concrete. You've got to take the concrete block out that they put on the drum.
I took it to bits now. They've got a massive bit of concrete sitting on the top of the drum.
I've seen people making really nice. You know the drum that goes inside.
Yeah.
They've been making nice sort of patio heaters and stuff out of those washing machine drums. Honestly, there's some good stuff you can recycle from a washing machine.
If you can get that block out, James, you're laughing.
I should probably set the block out. So it's currently out the back. I'm collecting things. We're doing the house. We're doing the house up a little bit at the minute. So we're getting.
Have you got any old Iron Man? Does any old Iron Man come round?
They do, but I'm not sure I trust any old Iron Man. I'm not sure. You see them pottering about in the open back.
They need the stuff that you don't put out. But they won't take the stuff you put out, will they?
Yeah, I've seen them hopping over walls and stuff. I don't like them people.
They'll have it away with all the council drains and stuff, all the heavy bits of metal.
Matt Fox has got the multicultural thing with washing machines. He just said they're all silver in the middle.
Yeah,
and he's right.
And he's right. He's right.
He is.
But I tell you what, take home from there.
Yeah, my new one's got a lovely big viewing window. So I'm probably going to cancel Netflix. Actually, just stick with that instead. It's good. It's nice.
I know what you mean about spending grown-up money, though.
Yeah, it's not cool, is it?
All the cool stuff you could buy, but you've got to buy grown-up money.
Yeah. I was just perusing VR for PlayStation. I was VR for PlayStation. That does look interesting. I've held off for quite a while. I could be quite interested in that. And then grindy noise from the washing machine spoils all my dreams. I've been doing that. Been doing a bit of decorating. What else? Oh, it was my anniversary this week. I've been married 5 years this week. So
happy
congratulations,
James.
In a sentence, James, what is the secret of a successful marriage? In one sentence.
Total compliance.
That's a fair comment. That's fair. And I've got my own reasons for my success in marriage. If you want to hear them, I'll give you the.
Go for it, Rick. Do it.
That depends. Have you been married more than 5 years, Rick?
Oh, a lot. Oh, yeah. I've been with Annie nearly 20 years.
In that case, then you should pass on the secret of your success.
Okay. Look, if anybody wants to know the secret of a successful relationship and marriage, it is lower your expectations. It's the truth. It's the truth. You're not.
Hi, Annie, if you're watching.
You're not going to be on a honeymoon forever. You're not. Lower that expectation.
No, if that's a serious question, I would see it. Community is probably.
That's a serious answer. I'm not joking.
I was just going to say, we went out for a meal once with 4 couples I didn't know, but my lovely wife did, and then somebody said, "Hey, you've been together about 15 years," to my lovely wife, and she said, "Yeah," and then one of them said, "What's the secret?" And they all leaned forward, like I was going to say something, like one of us was going to say something, and I went, and I started laughing, and then I said, "Stay together if you like each other. If you don't, fuck it off."
No, there's a truth there. There's a truth that my mum always told me, which is try to see the good in somebody. And that is, if you can see the good in your wife or your husband, that's the most important thing. You're not going to get all flowers, roses, and butterflies for the rest of your life. It's not going to happen. Get rid of that. Forget that.
Yeah. Right.
I'm still flowers, roses, and butterflies, Rick. It's only 5. Yeah, it's only 5. Yeah.
I'm pleased you are.
So anyway, yeah, anniversary this week. Went out for a little bit of grub on at the weekend. Went to an Egyptian restaurant. Anybody been to an Egyptian restaurant?
I have, because I've been to Egypt twice. Every restaurant's Egyptian.
Well, I think you'll find mine was probably at least as authentic as yours, John.
I reckon it was.
So, what did you find from Egyptian food? Is it just food from other places close to Egypt?
It kind of, if you've had Moroccan or it's very Arabic food.
It's spicy and sweet, isn't it? It's
couscous, yeah, with like
it's on the spice route, so it gets the cumin and the coriander.
Yeah,
but then they chuck in some dates and raisins. There you go.
Yeah, it was like a little bit of Greek. It was a little bit of
perfect. But that works because they're influenced by the Turkish and Turkish.
Yeah,
Turkish, Arabic. Yeah.
I had a shawarma. That's what I had. It was nice, super posh shawarma. It was like,
I think they just have shawarmas everywhere. I reckon you're in Greg's like shawarma.
Yeah.
Isn't it you that's got the legendary shawarmas on about 100 yards away?
Yeah. They've just put the price up. They've been there 5 years. They've just put the price up from £2.50 to £3. It's.
I was going to say the Egyptian meal. What if it was you were posh one? Did you take a tenner with you? Was it like going mad?
No, in the Egyptian place. No. It was quite expensive, but it was nice. It was posh. It was nice. I liked it. It was one of them. It was overly flamboyant when you first went in. Everybody sit in their own sparkly thrones and then wait to be seated. It was a bit odd. But the portions were a good size. I would say I had a Pharaoh plate full.
Boom boom.
So yeah, that was nice.
As long as it didn't give you the sheeps. No?
It was good. What else? So let's move on to vaping. What am I vaping? I'm vaping the usual roll bollocks. I have got Iron 356 with a Viper V2 and a whistle on top, and in there is my normal tobacco crunch. I have got the Shadow with a Viper X and one of these bubbly jobbies on top, and in there is me custard cream from Spectrum Vaping, and I'm still on the Papa Snaggum custard from Ryan and Megan. I'm still enjoying it a lot, and that's in the Viper. That's in a Viper on the Lugos again with a whistle on top. I am drinking on. I've got a can of Nelson 4.
Oh, don't beat your wife up later.
No, it's only 4. It's only 4. You don't. There's no.
It's still Stella.
Nah, there's no domestic violence involved with 4. You're all right with that?
No wife beating. All right.
No, I'm good. And the Great British. Oh, for me lunch, I had a sandwich, turkey and ham. It was good. Yes. So Great British vape off. Yeah, I would think I would quite like that. I wouldn't have Sandy Toxic. You'd need famous vapors, so would have.
Does she do it now?
Sandy Toxic, yeah, Sandy Toxic, and what's he called? The fella of mine.
Noel
Noel Fielding. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're not a bad little double act. They're not a bad little double act.
Fantastic.
I was gutted when I've been a Mel and Sue watcher for many years when they were on the morning breakfast, whatever it was, with whoever it was. Remember Denise Van Outen and Johnny?
Big breakfast.
They were great on there, and I love Mel and Sue. They're great.
They seem like very nice people. I like to go.
But Sandy and Noel are also very good on the Great British Bake Off.
Like a better looking Ant and Dec, aren't
they? They're good enough, man. They're good enough. They filled the boots all right, in my opinion.
I prefer it on Channel 4.
I
think it's gone up a gear.
It's all right. It's still all right. Yeah, it hasn't lost it like Top Gear did.
We're doing good. So I would have. I'd have
DiCaprio,
Samuel L. Jackson, and DiCaprio traipsing around vape shops and asking the man what they're vaping.
Maybe what their best custard is.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that me done? That's me done. Yeah, I think it was spoke a lot there. Me and Rick. Okay. Rick, you're before we lose you.
Hello.
How's your week been? How's your evening been? What did you have for your lunch? What are you vaping on? And okay, John, with the lights there.
I think it was better or worse. Better or worse.
Hard to tell unless you have to sit in the exact position.
That's quite good. It's nice and lit up.
And go on back to how it was.
No, before with the light on. Go on.
Either way, it's fine. There's very Fubaca without the light.
Okay, done.
Lovely.
Sorry, James.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. What was I saying? Yes, Rick. Week beer. What you been drinking all day? In fact, what you been on? What you been? You've been on a bender. What's been with the bender?
Week's been good, apart from being in a bit of pain. I've been in a bit of pain. Got to say, I've been in. It's subsided slightly for this evening. I've had. What is it when? Sciatica. I've been laid up since Friday.
You poor fucker.
So bad, man. I can't. Annie, bless her, my wife, put my socks and my shoes on this morning. I just couldn't move to get it on. It's so bad, man. So bad. I'm on a load of cocodamol. I went to the doctors, and that's not really touching it either. If I sit down for a while, then I get up. I'm just can't get up. It's bad, but no, it's subsiding slightly, and I'm stretching and doing all these things. I've just got to lose a bit of weight and build up my inner muscles. So if I bugger off early tonight, it's because my back's hurting too much sitting in the chair. But apart from not being able to sit down without being in agony, it's been a good week. Today been out today. My friend's birthday is his 51st birthday. Old bastard, Carl. So I've been in the pub since 2 o'clock, and I've been drinking on some very nice craft ales in Fuggles. And I went up to another new bar that opened in Tunbridge Wells, and it's really quite a cool little bar.
Too many already. Fuck it.
Huh?
You've got too many already.
Too many what?
Nice bars.
Yeah, this is a nice little one as well. This is a new one that's just opened up along from Sankey's. You know where that is?
Yeah.
It's on the corner further along. It's this old DJ fella has opened it, and he's got a couple of turntables and some records, and all he will allow is vinyl to be played in the bar. And we're going to go up and play some music one night. He doesn't pay any money. He gives you beer.
Oh, I love it.
And it's a really small place. Maybe 100 people are fitting there. Not even that, I don't suppose. We're going to take some vinyl up and have a nice little session in there one night. So I've been in there after Fuggles, and then I went along to Sankey's and had a little beer in there as well. And then came home and ate some Pringles. But now what I'm drinking on now, I've got some Beavertown Gamma Ray on the way home. And I thought, I got in about 8:30, and I thought I'll come on for a little bit and say hello to you boys. And if I last the duration, I do. And if I don't, I don't.
Cool.
What am I vaping on? Nothing different at all. That. And there's this, and this as well. The Goon. But what I did is I 3D printed a spacer for my Goon to make it a single coil.
Ah, sweet. I like that.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
I'd probably like it, that, actually.
It's good. That's really, it cools it down a lot. It's actually a really good, it's a good Atty.
Can it withstand the heat all right then?
It hasn't melted at all because the juice, unless you get a really dry hit for any extended amount of time, it might get hot enough to melt anything like that, but it doesn't because you've got juice on there. It doesn't ever get even to any sort of temperature that would melt PLA. So, but it's not ideal to put PLA in your atomizer. But I have, ideally, just to see how I get on with it and possibly to get some Alton ones made and put on the shop. So
lovely.
We'll see. But that's what I'm vaping on. Drinking on, vaping on. Yeah, Gamma Ray, told you that. Is that it? Is there a question? Special question at all?
What did you have for your lunch?
Lunch today, I had chicken salad. Just chicken and lettuce with mayonnaise and a little drizzle of sriracha, which I quite like when I have a chicken salad.
I'm a chili sauce fan. Only in the last year or so I've decided chili sauce is the thing.
Chili, well, Annie put some chili flakes or some pepper on. I just prefer to have, I do this sort of, I get this salad and the lettuce sort of shredded up. There's lettuce and the chicken. I'll do mayonnaise, little drizzle in that direction, and then I'll get the sriracha and I'll go that way. And it looks really like it's a cordon.
And I will say the mix that's lovely. And with a chicken wing, that's even better.
It's great. I'm really a big fan of sriracha. Whenever I have chicken salad, it's sriracha on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. John.
Yes.
How's your week been, young man? What did you have for lunch today? And what are you drinking? And what's your favourite chocolate bar?
It's pretty good.
We'll throw to chat. We'll just very quickly ask chat what John have had for lunch while you carry on with the rest.
It was fairly normal. You're not going to get it today. Fucking hell! I have this thing. Before I go, I'm going on holiday on Saturday, and before I go on holiday, I don't know if anybody else does this. I kind of like to work myself into the floor. I do that on purpose. I don't really mind.
Say work into the floor.
Yeah, I'll do something.
The floor.
So I'll do something to make.
You get a spade and
no, I'll do something to make my week difficult on purpose. So, a really busy week last week with the launch. Week before, with the launch of Crack Current, and then we restocked on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. And so yesterday was just batshit crazy. I'm sure Rick has to deal with this as well. In the vaping game, when you're retailing the vaping game, you're juggling. There's 3 or 4 couriers at any one time can have your stuff, basically, and so when I start running up that we're going to do something, we're tracking it, but we're tracking quite a few things. So I was tracking bottles from one place and the liquid from another this time. And so the liquid turned up on Tuesday at lunchtime, and the bottles were still up in the air. But I knew they were going to be probably in by 12 yesterday. The very specific bottle that we use for Crack Current. So Crack Current, and so we'd been Crack, and so
Crack Current.
Crack Current.
Sorry, it's because I haven't got a bottle in front of me.
Black Currant.
Black Currant, Crack Current's good, isn't it? Yeah. And so it all came in so everything came in at the same time, and it was manic yesterday. And my delightful assistant, Tux, was not in yesterday. He has Wednesdays off, so it was just me getting everything out. But then he was in today and we cleared everything out. So yeah, how's my week been? Really, 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 really fucking busy. But I like it. Makes the time go. What did I have for lunch?
There's a lot of suggestions in chat.
Penguin bars. I'd never eat a penguin bar. Pot noodle. I didn't. I thought about
Paul Iverson, a blue ribbon.
Oh, they're good. They are. I like the ribbon.
I do not like those at all.
Oh, it can't be a little wafer and a bit of chocolate.
Horrible chocolate. Oh, has anybody had the time out without the flake in the middle? They do a time out wafer now.
No,
they're really good. It's really, really good. Cadbury chocolate on the
Scotty
outside.
Bogfoot lemon mint jelly.
Not bad. No.
Grateful Ann, a mug of Horlicks.
It's just shit boring today. It was pretty normal. Okay, this is what I had for a refreshing beverage. I had coconut water. I like coconut water. I had coconut water.
Oh dear.
A pasta salad with cheese and tomato.
Shop bought.
A shop bought. We've got a lot of courgette in the house, and my wife keeps making roasted vegetables.
God, the devil's.
I don't like courgette.
Useless
bloody. So I didn't eat that. So I had that, and then, but don't worry, it gets interesting. I had some grapes, no orange today. No oranges.
How many grapes?
Oh, about half a punnet, probably.
Oh, a few, not just a couple then.
No. I went to town on those grapes.
What colour?
And then I had 3 yum-yums.
Yum.
This was varied. It's balanced.
It's a glazed donut stick. That's what I had. So I had coconut milk, pasta salad, some grapes, and some yum-yums.
You had a few vitamins there in the grapes, I suppose.
Yeah, that's about it. Really, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. But it wasn't that weird. What am I vaping on? I have got. Oh, you can actually see it today. I've got an Aspire Sprite.
Oh, that's your roof mod.
That is the roof mod, yeah. But I bought it for holiday. This is still the best, not pod system, but small system on the market, in my opinion. In that is 45 milligram lemon crack, because I forgot to take crack current with me to work. Next up, I have got my Eternwood Effects mod.
Oh, no goodness.
Yes. Oh, it's been fantastic. The sister of this mod was given away in the raffle this week, and I saw it get received by Barry, and it was absolutely fantastic to see. Anyway, and on that. Oh, fucking hell. Someone do me a favour. What is it?
Karma.
Chameleon, yeah.
Karma. In that, I have got Jeffrey's Vintage Vape Cream Soda. Oh, you can see it.
That's a Mark Dolan juice, isn't it?
A Mark Dolan juice.
How cream soda is the cream soda?
It's cream soda.
Oh, with lemon.
It's got a little bit of lemon.
Yeah, I asked you that before. I'm sorry.
It's good. That's that. Plenty of cloud. And last but by no means least, I have an Abstract Mods Dacus Flask. On top is a Saver, and inside that I've got 45 milligram Cactus Punch. You
say 45 milligram. Can we get to the bottom of, is that 45 milligram as in 45 milligram nicotine?
It's 45 milligram nicotine. But when it comes to explaining salt, Nick, fuck off. I'm never doing it ever again. Right.
No one knows what it is, John. No one knows.
I'm just wondering whether your 45 milligram juice is 20 milligram Nick and 25 milligram.
I made it.
Other stuff.
I made it myself from 100 milligram base.
Okay.
So I know it's what I said.
So it's not, yeah, it is 45 milligram then.
It's 45 milligram. And my favorite chocolate bar. I talked about it this week, and it's fucking hell. I'm going to give you 1 and 2 because they are dead heat, and that is no. They don't make either one anymore, but they're both fucking amazing. One of them is a Cadbury Spira. I liked the Cadbury Spira.
Did you used to drink milk through the Spira? Would you drink milk through the Spira?
I wouldn't, but you could.
What is a Spira?
It came out at the same time as a twirl. It's like it's got it looked like a twisted piece of chocolate with.
Oh, sorry, but I never saw the Spira.
That's good. Oh, and the second one, I can't believe they don't do it because it's better than any variation of this thing, and that is for about 3 years you could buy a coconut boost, and the coconut boost was the best boost.
Never saw that either.
Like the biscuit boost, nah. They did that horrible thing that got energy in it, nah.
I like the boost. It was quite a good biscuit with a caramelly thing going on.
Boost was the bollocks.
Take a Star Bar over a boost any day.
Yeah, Star Bar, yeah, definitely.
Star Bar's peanut boost, isn't it?
But better, like done properly.
Yeah, marathon.
Richard.
I'd say give me a marathon any day of the week. No one even knows what marathon is anymore, do they?
He likes an opal fruit, does that man?
I do like an opal fruit and a spangle.
I eat opal fruits with the paper still on.
You can do that. It's a little bit annoying.
The last time, isn't it?
It's not as good as without the paper, but it's not a killer having the paper on us on an opal fruit.
It's with the paper on.
Yeah.
Richard, how's your week been? Oh, sorry, I'm drinking punk, by the way. How's your week been? What are you vaping on? What did you have for? Oh, okay, how's your week been? What did you have for lunch? What are you vaping on? And what is the most disappointing film you've ever seen? Interpret that as you wish.
Week's been really good, really good. Yep.
New office.
Yeah, I've got a new. I work in a different place now most of the time, which is nice. Week's been lovely. Drinking this Ilkley Pale.
Nice, better than the stuff.
Is that an M&S? Is that from M&S?
Well, it's made about 5 miles away, so I think it's quite readily available around here, but I don't know which major chain have it around you. Drinking that. Most disappointed I've been with a film.
Well, most disappointing film. Yeah.
Oh, I think it would be.
You can say Titanic.
I'm gonna say Book of Eli.
I like that film, man. That was all right. That was a good film.
I didn't feel like it went anywhere.
I like that. It did though, because it turned out he was blind at the end of it.
Oh, spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
That's a good film with Denzel Washington. I like that film.
And the most upset, $1 Million Baby made me very, very, very upset for a very long time.
Really?
I watched a film the other day that was disappointing. I've got to say, for any of you cinema goers, Meg, that was pretty shit.
What I want to know what upset you about $1 Million Baby, Richard?
The bit where she's trying to kill herself.
Oh, you mean you were emotionally touched?
Yeah, it's sad, very sad.
That means it's good then. That's a good film, isn't it? If it touched.
That's not what I look for in a film, to be honest. I thought it'd be like a female Rocky.
You might like Meg then. Meg was a bit like that.
Just imagine Richard coming out watching Philadelphia going, oh, if I was going to know he's going to fucking die, I'll watch it. Really shit.
Yeah. Forrest Gump, that's really sad in bits as well.
Forrest Gump's a good film.
It spoils Lion King for me that Mufasa dies.
I've never seen it.
I just think of Elton John with the Lion King. And he sings some songs for the Lion King.
Yeah.
Circle of Shite or something like that. Circle of Life.
Circle of Life.
Rice, yeah.
Can you feel the love tonight?
A bit, yeah. I know what you mean.
Love tonight.
Yeah. So I didn't film. So for me, they're just escapism, aren't they? I don't want to escape into a puddle of my own despair. So that's that.
I don't think you can say the Book of Eli is a bad film with Richard Cole. No, I can't leave it. That isn't a disappointing film, Book of Eli.
I take Book of Eli over Iron Man 3. That was a disappointment.
Yeah, and Matrix 3.
Yeah,
No. Matrix was a good trilogy of films.
The third one was a bit reachy.
That was a bit reachy, yeah.
I like the architect and stuff. That was all good, but
Matrix 1 was just like blew my mind going to see that in the cinema.
Oh, that was great.
I walked outside just not knowing what was going on. Ooh.
Yeah, when he flies up at the end, it's like, Matrix 2, bring on Matrix 2 immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I've never seen 2 or 3.
I didn't mind.
It's all right.
Do you know he got paid for 4 Matrix films?
It's all right for some, isn't it? Do they know they haven't done the 4th one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But he gives 80% of his earnings away to charity anyway. So.
He does seem like a legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
When you said about films, it's funny you've ended up on the Matrix there, because I had a DVD given to me once called The Brotherhood, or something like that. And it was a Keanu Reeves film, and it was just about the time the Matrix came out. And you know Brinley's brother Andrew? I took this DVD round. It was the worst film I'd ever seen. It was just fucking awful. And I just made it, you've got to watch this film. Me and Bryn were like, yeah, you've got to watch this film. It's brilliant. And we gave it to Andrew, and we left it with him for a while. And a month or however many months later, we said, what did you think of that film? And he was like, it's all right. he didn't quite have the heart to say it was the biggest crap film he'd ever seen in his life. But it was awesome. Quite
so that's that. Vaping on Dead Rabbit RTA. On the
it was called the Brotherhood of Justice for anybody.
That's it. Brotherhood of Justice.
Engine V2.
Yeah.
Zathog with Eclipse inside.
Nice.
And that's that.
Dale Walker, I've got to say, is talking rubbish. Leon is a brilliant film.
It is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that was called The Hitman. You know, that was actually had another title. I watched that in Australia, and it was called Hitman over there. And it's got the girl who was the Princess Amidala in Star Wars, doesn't it?
What's that film where they all die at the end?
It's got the French fella. What's his name?
Fuck, I don't know.
It was a brilliant film though. He got this girl. She came to him because I can't remember now if he killed her parents or not, but
somebody
did, yeah. And she ended up. It was called Hitman in Australia anyway, and Leon here. So.
Yeah.
Hateful Eight was a bit of a disappointment as well.
Oh, don't say that. I've downloaded that to watch on the flight.
You'll like it, John.
Jean Reno.
That's who it is.
Jean Reno.
Yeah. Fucking good actor, man.
Well, we're at 43 minutes. What? Sorry, Richard, carry on.
John, what's in the news?
Oh, what's in the news? I'm going to do it really quick. I've done it before. If you want to look at it, nothing's changed. But if you type in Ideal Home Show packing for a flight on YouTube, you will see how to pack for a flight. I think I was flying to Thailand in, I don't know, 2015 or 16. But nothing's changed. I just thought I'd just say what I'm going to pack for the flight. So I'm going to put big liquids. Anything under 100 ml can go in your carry-on. But these bottles are 120. It doesn't matter how high or low the liquid is. If you take a bottle this size with you, they'll take it off you because it's 120 ml, not 100. So I'll put those in my bag, in the fucking hell.
Your luggage.
I'll put those in the hold luggage. So anything over 100 ml, put it in hold. Anything under, put it in your hand luggage if you want to. Personally, I put all mods and atties into my hand luggage. But you can do either with mods and atties. Really, you can put them in your hold or in the hand luggage. The most important thing is to make sure that all your 18650s or anything, basically any mod, if it's got an inbuilt battery or it's a battery, make sure it's in a battery case and it's in your hand luggage. Batteries cannot be put in the hold. Don't bother. That is packing for a flight. I think. Oh, last but not least, if you've got a tank on a mod, I'll probably have this tank on this mod. Oh, I'll probably have. This has got a built-in tank on the mod. So what I'll do on the flight is put them upside down and put them in the seat pocket in front of me. Make sure they're facing down, because due to the pressure change, they'll start siphoning out liquid and it'll piss everywhere. But if they're down, it won't do that.
Or if you vape them, it won't do that either.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
It's true. But you can, if they're down, once you level out at 30,000 feet, you can put them back the right way around and they won't.
When you sneak into the toilet for that cheeky.
Never. Richard.
Hello. Okay, so.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, right. Check this out. We have the nation's favourite squonker with us tonight, and although it's not new, we haven't got James's take on this, the revolutionary new squonker from Dovpo.
Oh yes,
the top side.
Yes, awesome.
As the Prince Squonk, what is your official take on this? So, for those who haven't seen this, this is the Dovpo topside. Basically, they've put a very simple top fill method on the Squonker. What do you reckon, James?
I reckon that simple top fill method is trickier than the regular method of refilling a bottle. I mean, I don't use kind of the various, like Rick's got one, the filler type bottles. Sorry, Rick. I don't use them sort of things. What I use is I use needle nose bottles with the little thin. You can see that. I mean, that tiny little space in the bottom there. And I put a bottle out and I fill it up. I think these are over-engineered, and I think they're a little bit crazy. I don't understand why you've invented this idea.
Well, you don't even have to. I'll remove this picture now. You don't even have to remove the atomizer now.
No,
you don't have to remove the bottle.
That's quite you have to remove something though. You have to unscrew the thing to put the juice. Unscrew the atomizer, wouldn't you? I don't know.
I'm with you. I think Rick's bottles are sexy. I use them.
They fucking.
It's horses for courses. For me, I don't use that sort of thing because.
So what do you do, James? You unscrew the cap holding the bottle, take the bottle out, take the top cap off the bottle, pour the juice into the bottle.
My doors are all magnetic fit. I remove the door. I pop the bottle out, and then I use a needle nose bottle to refill.
You don't fill very often, though. This is the thing. You are a high nick, low wattage vapor, aren't you?
Low wattage, low nick.
High wattage, low nick.
No, low wattage.
You're a low wattage, high nick.
No, low wattage, low wattage, low nick.
Oh, you're a low wattage. You don't use a lot of juice. You don't fill up 2 or 3 times a day like I do.
I don't know how I go through 20 or 30 mils of juice a day.
Oh, so you do keep pulling that bottle out.
Low nick.
I vape all the time. I vape all the time. I'm almost constantly going to. That's why I started vaping the high nick to try and reduce my volume, not because of the financials of it, because of I felt as though I was vaping a lot. So what I do is I pop the door off, I pop the bottle out, and then I do the old
bottle in the tube.
That works as well. I just find it easier to use a refiller. So, and that's not because I sell them. They just find it easier.
The reason why I don't use the refillers, Rick, is because all 3 of these mods here are all fixed pins, and refillers and fixed pins. I've had an experience where I've went to use a refiller bottle. It's adjusted the 510 pin. I've screwed my anti back on.
That's because 510, isn't it, basically?
And if you haven't got anything to adjust that 510, you've then disabled your entire setup.
I'll send you some of my spring-loaded ones, James. They're better.
I'm not putting spring-loaded ones in my store. I cannot put them in here.
You can now. I've got all the sizes. You don't need to worry about that shit anymore, man.
But the truth is, the spring-loaded ones that I do have, they are so convenient. But the ones that I choose to use, they're not spring-loaded.
Oh, fair. That's fair. No, it's fair enough. You don't see it as a problem, so therefore it's a thing.
Yeah. So
No,
yeah, unscrewing the thing and then pouring the. And plus, I don't like kinks in pipes. That bottle there is then going to go to and I know it's all internal, but I don't like kinks in pipes. I've got to think about it. I don't know.
Kinks? What kinks?
So the squonk bottle is on the opposite side to what you'd normally have it. You'd normally have the bottle under the atomizer. Shall I pull it back up?
You can.
So,
I know.
The atomizer is on the opposite side to the bottle, so therefore there's a bend in the pipe.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's I've got no real reason to not like that, but
I get you, James. This is one of those things. Some people.
I'm going to fill up while we're talking about it. There you go. I'll just put that on the side. Done.
If there's a gap, it'll send you mad. If there's a kink, it'll send you mad. I get you.
I understand with the screw adjust. It could probably adjust the screw, putting a refill a bottle in, couldn't it?
Yeah. I think that's.
Well, it totally does, especially if you want your RTAs as flush as you can get them. You know what I mean?
I had one fixed pin, so I gave it to Mike Dacus because the RTA kept turning the pin and doing my fucking head in. Because I same as you, I don't have a screwdriver in my pocket. So.
Done. Filled up.
James, hope for me.
Hope for me, yes. This week we've had. So I've had broken washing machine, but on the flip side, we've had hope for me.
Great, fantastic.
What an awesome response from our. This group is it the best group on Facebook?
Easy.
Yep.
It probably is, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like it's drama free. Generous, but funny and attractive. I think it's probably the most attractive group on the internet as well.
You've got people like Barry and Matt English with the best beards in the game.
Amazing.
Our facial hair is
facial hair alone. We've swamped it. Look at, if Rick's calling them
off the chart facial hair wise. So we ran this week. We ran the Hope for Me little charity raffle. It ran for like 3.5 days, 4 days, whatever it was, and we raised £2,490. So £2.5 grand. And it was totally amazing, and it totally blew us away.
I was just gonna take Nick.
Please, somebody, because I can't even
help him out, John. I'm
going to. James ran the raffle from start. Right, the way it worked. The idea was put to me, and I'd got a couple of launches to do. Obviously, trying to put the cabin in the cabin in the garden, and on my arse with stuff to do. And it was put to me, and it was a fantastic idea because Matt and his wife were doing the 3 Peak Challenge, and they were hoping to raise money on Just Giving. And he asked if he could put the link up, and I said yes. Somebody suggested that we do a charity, we do a raffle and raise the money. And I put it to a chat that the 5 of us have, and said, I really can't do this. I've got way too much to do. I think it's a good idea. Has anybody got the time to do it? And James jumped in and took the reins, and I think we can all say just smashed it out of the park. He didn't ask. I said to him, "Do you want any support or anything?" Oh, just ask. Didn't ask. Just fucking smashed it out of the park.
Yeah, didn't moan once, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Fuckload of work.
Our turn soon, Richard and me.
Yeah, well, I do a lot for charity anyway.
I'll do the next one. I'll do the next one.
And as James already said, it was absolutely incredible. None of this works unless you all come along on the trip, really. And it worked with James at the helm, and the fact that the members took it to their hearts and smashed it. £2.5 grand. It's unbelievable. I will say, I don't know if James has said this publicly, we didn't use Just Giving, did we?
We haven't used anything so far. Matt, you need to send us the. There's a thing at the minute. Matt sent us the link, but because the money is in there's a thing. Matt, you need to send us the email address. We've still got the money in the PayPal account.
We need the PayPal email address.
We need the PayPal email address, not the link, Matt, not the link, not the website.
I love doing these, but we generally don't use Just Giving because a lot of people don't know they actually take 5%, and James did all the work, so they don't get their 5%. So it's going directly to Matt and Amy. Am I right? I'm scared to say the name. Amy.
Yes.
Amy. Yeah. Matt and Amy and May, and they're going to get it. So Just Giving aren't getting shit. And it's every penny's gone straight to them. And thank you. I know James has said it. Honestly, I've been where James is right now, and it's so, you feel it's so emotionally part of the entire thing that it almost becomes impossible. So many people gave prizes. They were mental. There was what can you say? The
prize list was incredible this time.
The prize list was way outdid the amount we raised, I believe.
Yeah, what do you reckon it was? I was going to underestimate and say
3 or 4 grand worth of
I was going to say 3 or 4 grand.
There was definitely in the thousands, easily in the thousands.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And James, hats off, pants off, everything to you. You're fucking amazing.
Well, I couldn't possibly say. You know what? It is a bit of work. It is a bit of work. But it's totally worth all the work. You see, it's a bit of work, but you couldn't go to work and earn that much money. You know, it's not really work, is it? It's fulfilling. It's unbelievable.
It's not work. When you see that gorgeous May doing a video for us.
Yes,
makes it worthwhile. So there's a life we're changing for pennies that mean nothing to us.
Yeah, I said I was going to say this. So
we're the ones that get the value out of it. Whoever puts the money in and is part of these sorts of things.
I said to James I was going to say this before the show, so I'm going to say it now. There's a lot when we've done this, we've never even worked out what's been done in raffles on iOS, but or like Chuck Money. Loads of words are bandied about, and people say, I couldn't do that. But the thing is, you could. James put loads of work in and did it, and you all can, and you can all change. If everybody focuses all their attention on one thing instead of like pissing about, you can really make a difference, and you really can. And I think that showed it as James said, 3.5, 4 days, £2,500. Think of that in real time.
Imagine if we ran that for a couple of weeks, like some of these auctions go, or 3 weeks, or a month even.
Yeah. Well, I think we've done it because the other thing is people become complacent, and in 3 or 4 days they don't. And we do like to do them as quick as we think we can. I think
we want to affect change straight away.
Yeah, and it really makes a thing. And you all, that sounds really lecturing, but you all can do that outside of vaping. You can really change things if you focus.
And they did. That's all good. Really good.
Absolutely did. Biggest iOS fundraisers to date. I think they've got bigger.
I think James's one previous was a tiny a bit more. I can't remember which one. What was the?
But that was only because Brad.
I'm not.
Put a massive donation. I need to get more. Excuse me, just one second. I need to get something of higher nicotine here.
Yeah, but anyway, it's not. It's
awesome. Matt said in chat, can't put into words how grateful we are. Kiss, kiss, heart, heart. Which
we're all well done.
We all gain that. It's not about who wins prizes, how much money anyone gets. Yeah. We've all done something good for somebody.
And I want to just say congratulations, because Matt and Amy did manage to complete the 3-peak challenge and did it all, and they finished at o'clock at night. And Amy had got bad knees, and they'd obviously Matt had been at work all week, but they went out and they did it, and they smashed it. So I'm proud of everybody. Richard, CNBC.
Yo. Okay, so very quickly, we'll fly over to America and catch up what's going on over there. CNBC News website reporting as pot stocks jump around. It's quite a good sentence. Pot stocks jump around. FDA chief says he's more worried about teen using marijuana than e-cigarettes.
Oh, man.
Bullet points. Teen use of marijuana is increasing as more states legalize it for recreational and medicinal purposes. FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb worries that more regular use of pot poses new risks. Last year's Monitoring the Future survey found nearly 1/4 of teens are using pot.
So it's all right to smoke pot, smoke a psychoactive drug, than it is to vape a juice that's got a little bit of flavouring in it.
He goes on. In summary, he goes on to say that he's worried about vaping. He's worried about teen use of vaping, and if the companies and shops involved don't show that they're doing more to prevent teen use, then he will crack down harder on vaping. But then goes on to say he's actually more concerned about marijuana. What I think he's right to be concerned about marijuana for sure. As someone in there,
ludicrous. Yeah.
You get stoned, you can get lung cancer, you can get high as a kite. You can't vape a strawberry flavored juice.
You can become a schizophrenic as well, which is really really bad. But what I don't like is his current media tour, where he's consistently linking the two things. He can't say a sentence without mentioning both at the moment, and I think that's probably intentional, and I really don't like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head. It absolutely is intentional. It's making vapors into drug users. Instantly.
Yes, and so you've got a bit more on that. Oh no, you've got a bit more on that later on, John. Is that right?
I think I'm next.
After the Nev Meet news.
Oh yeah, we'll just slide me in there. This week
I like to do, James.
Slide me in there. Oh, I'm so slippery.
Like an owl.
So this week I have also, along with the Hope for Me raffle, I have been organising a meet for my local group. I'll start talking more about them. So yeah, in 3 weeks' time. Well, it's just over 2 weeks' time now. We've got a meet coming up. We haven't had one for ages. Now I'll give you a little bit of backstory.
Legendary.
The Northeast Vapers been on the go for around about 4 years or so. Raised it must be close to 100 grand for charity.
How much did Nev send over for your raffle?
Yes, for the last 2 times they've sent over 200 quid a pop. They didn't buy 200 quid of the tickets; just sent over 200 quid into the pot. It was started by Simon Sawyers. You all know Simon Sawyers. You've vaped his juice. You've chatted.
We love Simon. We love Simon, Saint of Sawyers.
He's adorable. Is Simon?
Beautiful man,
good looking.
Well, he started around.
If I was, I would.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to, we're double teaming. Rick, if we
I'd destroy that.
Bit roast that boy.
I share a room with him at
it was Richard sneaking in me. I'd destroy that. That gave me the
back out of that boy.
He's a big lad. That's a lot of destroying. Good on you, Rich.
You need police tape.
I've got police tape. Anyway, about 4 years ago, Simon started a group on Facebook, some of the Vapers that expanded to Northeast Vapers. We did a lot of stuff for charity. We started doing vape meets in a local pub. They went quite well. This
Vapey Jacks got a lot to do with Northeast Vapers. Is that where they used to do their meets?
No. Vapey Jacks is
Derby.
Is Derby? Is Derby?
North, innit? Is that North?
Yeah,
and that is North. That's North. That's North.
North of the Watford Gap. Yeah.
North of Watford, North in my book.
It's not. I think you'll find Derby is very much south, Rick.
It is not.
It's Midlands. We've had this debate. We don't need to have it. It's literally called the It's called the Midlands. It's called the Midlands.
So Simon started a group off about 4 years ago. We've done a lot for charity, and we started doing vape meets. Been in various pubs around the northeast, but it kind of died off a little while ago. We lost a few venues because people. Ownership changed hands and that sort of thing. We had a new venue, but it was stopping at 20 past 10 or something like that in the evening. That is not good enough for a vape meet. Honestly, 20 past 10 is not acceptable. So I've arranged another one for the 6th of October. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. It's at the Stumble Inn.
I'm in Italy. I can't do it, man.
You can't do it. You can't do it. But and it's besides. I realise it's a long way to travel for a lot of people, but we have got a few people on board. I know Nigel's coming, and Chris Scott is coming, and a few other people are coming. I think Alex is coming. Alex Brewer's coming. So a few people are travelling. The Brewdog is going to come up, I think. And in that this meet, there will be drinking, there will be vaping, there will be discounted juice from local manufacturers. There will be a massive charity raffle. We always have a charity raffle. Our patron, if you like, is the man in the shed, Mr. Todd, and he always helps us out with prizes. Always regularly helps us out with prizes. Big, and I'm glad he helps us out with prizes. He sends down massive boxes of gear, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of quid's worth of gear. So we'll have a raffle, but. And it's partly about that. We do like I say, we have made a lot of money in the last few years for charity, but it's a good opportunity for people to get together, drink, vape, talk bollocks, and if Nigel's there, have a curry. So that's the 6th of September. The 6th of October. That is at the Stumble Inn. It's a Saturday. It's like 4 minutes walk from a Premier Inn and the town centre. And it's a cracking little pub. They might have a couple of cascades if you're into that sort of thing. And that's the Nev Vape Meet coming soon. 2 weeks on Saturday. That's me.
Very cool.
Over to you, John.
More on the FDA.
So the FDA has gone George Bush Senior on us. If anybody remembers the fantastic campaign in the 80s that we all know was a massive success in the US, which was the war on drugs. We all know how well that worked fantastically. They got rid of drugs. Do you remember drugs? They were a thing people used to do.
Good. I used to like drugs.
Yeah, but no, they've all gone. We remember drugs fondly, like Pirelli stickers, but they don't exist anymore because the war on drugs from George Bush Senior. I'll be sensible now and say it was a complete fucking failure, and they completely fucked up. So the FDA have decided this week to come out fighting against flavors and nicotines and stuff. This is their official statement. I took this from a website. This is from the FDA. This is their actual statement. E-cigarettes have become almost ubiquitous and dangerous, and almost ubiquitous and dangerous trend among youth that we believe has reached epidemic proportions. Wrong word. This troubling reality. They mean pandemic, but they're
pandemic or endemic. Is it endemic?
Yeah, you can endemic or pandemic. They both work, but epidemic is incorrect because it means everybody, and this would probably not include children and the elderly, but they're not going with that. So we believe it has reached epidemic proportions. This troubling reality is prompting us to take even more forceful actions to stem this dangerous trend, including revisiting our compliance policy that extended the compliance date for manufacturers of certain e-cigarettes, including flavored e-cigarettes, to submit applications for pre-market authorization. The new campaign we're announcing today seeks to snap teens out of their cost-free mentality regarding e-cigarette use with powerful and creative messages that reach kids where they spend a lot of their time, online and in school. In particular, these compelling prevention messages will be displayed in high school bathrooms, a place we know many teens are using e-cigarettes or faced with the peer pressures to do so. If you've got the picture mark number 2, this is number 2. The real cost. Learn more. This is what they're trying
to. Fuck off, man.
Vaping can put dangerous chemicals like diacetyl. Not. I mean, who the fuck is diacetyl?
Oh, fuck. So smoking can put more diacetyl into your lungs than vaping ever could.
By like 20-fold. Vaping can put dangerous chemicals like diacetyl into your lungs. Balls.
We show this video.
Wait. You can just see the mark on that young lady's face is the chemicals going into her face. And let's go for the GIF. I come up with a GIF.
Oh dear.
This is the GIF. If you use an e-cigarette, you too can turn into. Let's go again. You too can turn into. I think it's a werewolf.
Look, they make them look fucking like there's something bad going into their lungs, and that.
They don't really understand where your lungs are, do they? Yeah, kill that, Rick. So they have decided to scare kids straight with this bullshit message. This is the FDA. That was flavors going into your face. I think people are calling for the bullshit. Right.
I'm gonna. If I had it lined up, Carl Pilkington would be saying, "Bullshit."
It is bullshit.
Look, we all know it's bullshit. Why are the FDA even have any fucking influence in anything?
Because
when we know this is all bullshit. What they say.
I think I think the real. If we were all really honest, Richard said something. Richard said earlier when we were talking about this and saying it seems to be something else to this. There is something else to this. The market leader in the US currently is Juul. That's a problem. They're an independent company. They're not funding. They're not paying state legislators.
There is no problem.
No, I agree with you. I'm just kind of getting it from their point of view. It's big tobacco are somehow they need to get rid of Juul. I think this is a campaign to get rid of Juul. I don't think it's anything else.
It's been a long time since they've been campaigning for the health of the nations, isn't it? I mean, obviously, it's got nothing to do with the health of the nation.
Nick Smith in chat just said they need Zamo singing Just Say No. I agree. That is what is missing. We need Zamo from Grange Hill.
No one's buying it. I mean, I am pleased to say the more and more media bullshit that's out there. We all know it's spin and rubbish. When is this going to end?
But the war on drugs, what it did, what it actually did inadvertently, was advertise drugs to teenagers, and it actually made the take up increase.
Zamo didn't worry me.
No, but not even.
I did lots of drugs as a teenager, Zamo or not. That's all right.
But America have got a historical tradition of using scare tactics, not education. So in the 90s in the UK, just to give a sort of analogy, a very loose one, in the 90s in the UK, sex education was age.
The AIDS thing. Oh yeah, they didn't want to
go back then. The age went back. So it was actually they were teaching fundamental sex education.
None of us got AIDS though, did we?
At about 10 years old.
I got rid of it. I got AIDS for a bit, but I got rid of it.
and then George Bush, you're really naughty. When George Bush Jr. came along, George Bush Jr. pushed a celibacy idea through instead of contraception. And what it actually
if he's a child of anybody,
what he actually did was he pushed up the teenage pregnancy rate. So in the UK, very much has always been an education, not banning. And what the FDA has done is the crackdown. This is all about flavors and about kids. What about the children? And they're going to fuck up, and it's going to go wrong. I've had enough of
Very good.
Yeah.
Richard.
Okay.
Or is it? Yeah, it's Richard. Yeah. It's Richard.
Super quick. Have you got the notes up, Rick?
Yeah.
Oh, can you share the link, the Joytech link, Rick, right near the bottom of the news?
And yes.
Okay, so this
I will as well.
if you can, yes, if you can share the screen of the website, that would be cool. This is brand new tech from Joytech. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, is that working?
How's that? Oh no.
Oh, stop presenting. Let's try again. Oh, it's not working for some reason. I'll stop presenting. Oh, I don't know.
All text T80 with Cubus Max.
Okay, so basically, oh, is it working still? I'll show me first.
Okay.
So this is brand new from Joytech. Just in the door. They've just announced it on the website.
Wow.
Try again, Rick. There we go. Okay,
Hey.
so this is the Ultex T80 with Cubis Max from Joytech.
I like that little screen down the bottom there. I like that.
It's a nice place, isn't it, for the screen?
It is. It doesn't. They've obviously made it a little. It's probably an 18650, and they've made it a little bit bigger to take the board.
Yeah, it is an 18650. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got that tucked away down there, haven't they?
Yeah, so that's pretty neat. But if you scroll down, the new bit is this.
Oh.
Here we go. So it has a brand new heating element sub tank. So basically, what it's got is the bottom comes off, and you have a pad of cotton, which pushes up against what is a new style heating element.
Oh, does it? Why does it do something that we know doesn't work very well?
And if you scroll down a bit more, Rick, it's huge clouds and optimal flavor. And if you keep going a little tiny bit more, longer lifespan is the other claim as well.
It'll definitely be longer lifespan. You got to really, I really hope you enjoy dry
3
hits.
months or more. Come on.
You definitely will get that from it, but you've got to really enjoy dry hits because it won't work.
Yeah, get a flavour for a week or two, and then you're going to enjoy dry hits.
If you stop that, Rick, if you unpresent, as it were, I actually have one here. Just came today.
Oh.
So if we unscrew it, I haven't juiced it up because I want to show you guys. So if we unscrew the bottom, comes off, and there's nothing there. And then if we pull this bit off here, you can see the cotton pad.
Yeah.
All right.
Replaceable cotton pad.
And here is the heating element. Now, we have talked about these sort of heating elements before. First impressions, I need to put juice in it, but I want to show you guys today, and then maybe next time I'll show you how get on with it.
Is that just throw away the atomizer after this 3 months? They say that you get a lifespan of it.
No, you can take this heating element out and put another one in.
Can you cut your own cotton when it burns?
You have to.
Okay.
You will. The cotton will definitely not last as long as the element.
No. It won't last as long as a normal coil.
You literally have to just put a new bit of cotton in there,
So
which
put the cotton on that and then cut round the round.
It should be very simple to do that.
That looks easy. Though. So what's the element made of?
It's made of blender. No.
This is the question. This is the question that I can't find. Which is one of the reasons I haven't actually put juice on it yet. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's very interesting. We've talked. My issues are there's no cotton touching the top of the heating plate, just the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And we've had this issue before with the way these sort of plates get hot. They get hot.
It's Camphor.
Right, Camphor. There we go.
0.25 ohm. NC film.
I don't know what you fucking make it out of. It won't work because if you ever put a very wet towel on a radiator, you're going to get the same thing. It's physics. Doesn't matter. It won't work.
It's if you when you warm up something like this, it goes from the middle out.
Yeah.
And what you tend to get, unless it wicks incredibly well, this thing, what you're going to get is dry hits if you take a long draw or too many draws.
Unless
because it's going to dry out in the center much quicker than on the edge. In my opinion.
And you're going to get it's going to dry out in the center, and it's going to dry out on that bottom.
Yeah.
That bottom. There's a physical property which prevents that working. It just won't work.
I mean, I think the fact that the cotton is only on one side is fine. You got to remember we're putting the cotton in the middle of a coil, so it's not on the outside of the coil. And I think it's the same. Is the juice feeding from the edges of the cotton? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you're all going to be prone to dry hits. Unless it, like you say, there's no reason why they can't wick like a good one. It's if there's plenty of.
If somebody actually put some thought in it, I think they could really do it.
I honestly don't think you can beat a round coil with cotton in the middle of it. You just can't.
That's what I mean. But they could do that.
Better way.
Does the air? So where does the air hit that coil? That seems as though that was at the very bottom, and then air is coming from where?
Underneath.
It is coming from underneath because it seemed so it's going through the
underneath. No, it's kind. Look,
yeah.
Let me share this again.
So it's coming from the top. Let's have a look.
I'm not 100% sure. Actually, they do have a diagram on the site.
That looks like it's just wafting across the top of the coil. It's not hitting the.
There you go. Look, there you go. So yes, it's going down the side.
Yeah,
it's going down the inner bit of the thing, and then back up this spout.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I can't vape it yet. I haven't vaped it yet, but we shall see.
Oh, it's good. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool.
It's quite a cool tube. If all else fails, it's quite a cool tube, regulated tube.
Yeah, it looks quite good. It looks
it's
like
it's quite angry looking.
I thought it looked like Optimus Prime's penis.
It's like the Vamo V14.
It looks like a flattened. Looking at this, a flattened notch coil. Basically, but if it never gets hot enough, then you may be all right for wicking it fast. But I just can't see that it could be better. Just.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do Travava and then I'll vape it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got to do Jan news.
Got to be fast, John.
I'm going to be very fast. Just to say that the new liquid from Nata, Frambosa, is winging its way from Canada as we speak, depending on customs and stuff like that. I hope it's going to land like mid next week. I'm going to announce it from Italy. Don't tell my wife because she'll kill me because I'm meant to be on holiday. And I'm going to announce it, and we're going to do it. As soon as I know an ETA, I'll post it up on the Jan page, and that's all I've got to say. See you, James.
It's not Travava though. It's
sorry.
I skipped this last week because we ran over. But I've got four new things to show you, and I'm going to quickly whiz through them. This is we've got some low end stuff, some mid range stuff, some high end stuff. I've got pictures. We should have pictures somewhere. Who's got the pictures?
What do you want to say?
Put up any picture and I'll talk about that thing.
Okay.
That's a professional.
Whatever you've got.
Fucking hell, my computer's being annoying.
So this is new from Ordus. This is the BB Boxer. This is for people who are Billabong fans. This is something completely different from what you've seen in the past. Yeah, Billabong. It's a Billabong. It's an all-in-one solution. It replaces your ATI and your actual what do they call it? It's been that long since I've used a Billabong. The actual thing that holds the juice in. That I can't remember the name of.
Atomizer.
No. The thing that holds the juice.
Tank.
Yeah, it's not called a tank or Billabong. I can't remember what it's called.
Atomizer, isn't it? Come on.
Okay, so this is the BB Boxer by Ordus. So I'll read you the bump figures. So I've got a lot of bump. These are not due out for the next 3 or 4 weeks. These are early pictures. I've got a few pictures though to show you. Can you skip to the next picture there, Rick? And the next one again, just to show you what it actually looks like.
I don't get it. What?
That's not the right one.
I don't get it. What is it?
Okay, so what we've got is we've got a kind of an all-in-one solution. It replaces the I cannot remember the name of the thing that goes in the billet box.
Sorry, go. What are we replacing, James? I will know.
The tank itself.
Oh, it's called a Borra tank sometimes, or the
Burra. Yes, absolutely, the Burra tank. It's replacing the Burra and the actual atomizer itself. That's what you can see it there. I've got some better pics though, Rick. You should be able to see on a better pic.
Wait, on that one. There we go. Here
we go. This is a bit better. So what you can see there is we've got a kind of, like I say, an all-in-one solution. It's the tank, it's the atomizer, all built into a single Burra. So like I say, I'll give you the bump. It's a revolutionary aftermarket component for billet box devices, providing a full functionality and airflow for a traditional RDTA and a compact and functional package. The atomizer was designed with one objective in mind: to make a phenomenally convenient billet box device capable of high quality vapor and flavor production for direct for direct lung vapors everywhere. By combining the functions of a conventional Burra tank and bridge into a precision engineered package, Otis has eliminated all restrictions and hassles of conventional billet box setups. So the boxer takes the performance of the billet box to whole new heights, blah 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 blah. So it's got a
have they produced one yet? Because that's not a thing. That's just a rendition.
Next one, we have got a picture of it, of the actual.
This is it.
There it's there.
Okay.
There it's there.
It's got a real coil in it. Blimey.
It has got a real coil in it. You can see it's a little bit different from other things where normally it would be a billet bridge or whatever in there, and it's not like the Exocet and that sort of thing.
I heard about it because Fu did it on the on Plumes this week, but it's shit. I mean, I know a lot of people said
you've got no idea how good it is, John, because you've not seen.
Because there's lots of ways you can use an RDTA in loads of different stuff. It didn't need to be in the billet box. I just think it's shit. I think there's loads of saying, oh, now you could fucking direct along it. Like,
just get a fucking modern Atty, for God's sake. What are you fucking
Will you knock it off? No, you've not seen it. You don't know what it's like. You've not tried it. It might be the best thing since sliced bread. Otis,
I can make better than a modern Atty.
I've got people like billet boxes. This is not necessarily for you, Rick. This is not necessarily for you either, John. However, people who've got billet boxes might well be interested in this. So just behave yourselves, apparently.
Shit. Fuck it.
No. Not
vape shell. I have something easy to build and looks good. That's rubbish.
Crap.
Pickled Rick, behave yourself. John, behave yourself.
I'll get rid of that.
Do not.
Thank you for bringing us something new.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, won't we?
Yeah, I'll put it back for you. Yeah.
You two unprofessional motherfuckers. Right. So it's all CNC, 3 or 4 stainless steel.
Have it. Here it is.
The one thing I will say, constructive, is you're going to need the 60-watt version of the billet box, aren't you?
Fucking right you are for that coil. You're going to need more than 60 watts.
For that particular coil.
Yeah, mine only goes up to 40.
Oh, you do it. Next one. Bring the next one on, Rick.
What's the next one?
Whichever one you like, whichever one you can manage to muster.
There you go.
Oh, you do. What we've got here is this is the Naked V1. This is supposed to be last week. These were dropping last week. This is a little mech squonker. The Naked V1. It's a little bit different from some other things in so much as it is. It's 3D printed, but it's MGF 3D printed, which is multi-jet fusion 3D print, which means you can get a little bit more detail on the actual the kind of the logos in there. It is all solid silver contacts. It's got the silver plated MM510. It's exposed. It's an exposed battery, but it's got a nice little thing where you can't push the battery in too far because it's got a little ridge on there. It's with it being the MGF finish. It's only available in black and grey. So the skull engravings, and
it's stinky, isn't it?
It looks teeny tiny. I thought I had the actual dimensions.
Have you got a retail, James?
Pardon?
Have you got a retail?
A retailer.
Retail price.
Oh, price, yeah. So it's 90 quid.
Oh, okay.
You know it's going to be small. It's going to be, your usual Squonk mod, as in a box with a bottle and a battery. It's got the wall it's a wall less than that, isn't it?
I think I
80 mil high by probably 20 mil wide, 40 mil wide.
I thought I had some dimensions, but I haven't got them there. So it's a little bit bigger than the 18650. If you're interested in them, I'm trying to whiz through this. The Facebook group is the Vapors mod. If you search the Vapors mod on,
I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen that before today.
It dropped just last week. Dropped just last week. Okay, next one. The Vapors mod. You want to go now? Okay, this is a cheap and cheerful. This is the Freedom RDA from 5G Vape. This is not brand spanking new. It's been a little while, but it did drop on me Facebook feed, and I think it looks a little bit different, especially the way the posts are angled there. A little bit of detail on the outside. So this is a 22 milli atomizer, the height of 30.5 milli. It is 316 stainless steel, apparently. And it comes. Have I got another picture there with all the bits and bobs in the box there, Rick? Yeah, absolutely. So what comes in the box is you're going to get it. I mean, you can buy it separately, but for something like
that bit's off center.
For something like 40 quid or something like that, you can get.
I think that's a render.
You can get the black, the clear, which is POM or whatever, polycarbonate, the POM, which is the Ultim style sort of thing, and the black, all in the box. You get some more rings in there, you get Allen keys, you get a BF pin, and you get they get spare screws. Next one, let's just speed through these. I've got one more to look at.
Well, that one.
Not that one. We all hear that one apparently. This is the Hypersonic by Vapornaut.
All right. Okay.
Not available just yet. This is really, really early days, and I've got some bump here. This bump here comes from I believe this is translated from French. So it's a rebuildable tank atomizer. It's not a BF skunk box or a regular pins included. Reduced cylindrical chamber, fits the shape of the coil to focus on the flavour. That is made in France. Limited to 1,800 pieces. Air holes designed to be orientated towards the centre of the coil, create an extra power supply for more vapour, whatever that means. There are 2x3 air holes of 1.5 milli, which can be adjusted from either 2 to 6 open air holes.
Have you got a deck pic, James?
That is the only picture I've got. That's literally the only picture I've got.
Kind of Vapornaut have got a kind of a mixed review status, haven't they? Because they've done some great stuff and some shit.
Yeah, but
it'd be great to see because I know people are excited about it, and I will say it's all well made. They made the Aeronaut. Is that the one? That really loud thing they made
with the tubes.
Yeah, with the tubes. Yes. That was that's a wee while ago, wasn't it? So let's have a little look. So it's 316 stainless steel with PIC insulators, and there's going to be the inner chamber is Ultim. And there's going to be a polycarb outer chamber available as well. Comes with both BF pin and a regular pin. It's 22 milli. It's 28.6 millimeters high, excluding the drip tip of the 510 pin. And what comes in the pack is you get Beton O-rings. You get a couple of extra screws, central pin and an Allen key, and that is the Vapornaut Hypersonic. It's probably going to be 3 to 4 weeks before that's released on www.vapornaut.com. And that's me done. That's my bits and bobs for this week.
Thank you very much, James. That was a sprinkling of everything from the vaping world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a little hot topic debate to go on here. I see little mechs going into.
No, it's Travava time, isn't it?
It's Travava time.
Is it?
It's got to be. We're already 5 minutes over. Okay, come on. Let's whiz through these as well. Things that remind you of vaping but aren't really vaping at all. Okay, go.
Oh, I like this bit. It's my favorite.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You doing it, Rick?
You're doing it.
Oi.
Okay, first one is from Austin Green. This is a lamp outside of his house, remind him of vaping and put it on the show. Next one.
It does not remind any fucker of vaping, but there you go.
Go on.
One
this
shot.
is from Bob Clark. good old Bob, lovely.
Bob.
We've got a few of these. These are all just this. Bob started the trend though. It's a one shot. He saw one shot.
That's good. That is good.
Football, snooker, pool, arcade thing. He saw it reminded of it and he put it on there. This is Bob Clark again. This is. It's got fizz written on a blackboard. Next one.
Well, because of Fizz Yan.
Got fizz. Aye, that's it. Come on. Blythe Avenue. That's a good one. Look at that. That's from Caroline Marshall. Blythe Avenue. Love it. That's me. Next one.
Dave Caton.
From Dave Catton. This is Ginger Fizz. Is it clothes? Is it a band? I have no idea where it is. Next one.
Fizz is a little bit of on the orange side, isn't he? So that's it.
We got a lot of Fizz things. Next one. Dave Groves.
Dave Groves.
Oh, top slide music.
And that looks like
it's an American. He's from Asheville.
I've been there. He's at the Leaning Tower of Pisa as well. I've been there, but that does look like
it's not leaning as much as that picture represents.
No.
Yeah.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. That picture.
I like it though. I like it.
He's like, howdy guys, Todd here. Right, next one.
Dave Shields.
Dave Shields.
I didn't shot. Oh.
Yeah, next one.
I thought it was something to do with somebody being size 12 ramming themselves
into
a
Nina
size
Cherry,
8
actually.
top.
Nina Cherry.
Apparently, it's something. Yeah, Nina Cherry's daughter. No, is that really? Is that true? I'm not even sure that's true. Next one.
That top does not fit.
Torchy named himself after this thing.
Dave Smithson.
You can't have Torchy the Battery Boy and think that reminds you of Torchy.
Who remembers Torchy?
I didn't know that. So Torchy the Battery Boy is named after that puppet.
Yes. Ran from 60 to 61. If you remember Torchy the Battery Boy, then you are quite old. Next one.
Derry Murphy.
Derry Murphy, it's a pod. It's Arial 3-in-1 pod. Look at that. So it says pod. Next one.
Fizzy and Ginger Man.
For Frizzian, it's
Fuck me. How many have we got?
We've got
What's that?
SV.
It's SV. That's the worst one you've ever done, Fizz. Next one.
That is terrible.
Oh, he's not here. He's cooking.
That's good. I will
say
this was beautiful. One of my favourites this week.
Par excellence, my friend. Enjoy your Polonaise.
He's doing the no pants dance.
That is a SAT 22.
It's a good one. Next one, James Marshall.
No,
he's going so far.
Young one Parker. No. James Marshall, sorry, go on.
Well, that's
drop a bottle. You can't just drop bottles anymore.
That's it. Come on, next one.
It's got elixir on it.
Hey, Hainan. It's a bike stand coil, isn't it?
Look at that. But he's there. That's him there. The beautiful, sexy.
I like the fact of how chuffed he is. He's in Turkey on holiday.
And he said, I'm going to try and find a couple of sheep and put them in there and wick it up. Next one.
Oh, here we go. Fucking Jimmy Young One Parker.
Jimmy Parker.
Baldy Parker.
His wish. I did quite like there it added the little thing at the top, the new Aspire DB 150 pod system. I quite like that. Jimmy Pot was sending me gear porn during the week. Next one.
Jimmy fucking Parker.
Jimmy Parker.
Baldy Parker.
Apparently this was like hashtag 14 milli. Next one.
Jimmy Parker.
He's got no hair, but we don't care.
We've done that one already. We've already done that one.
Haven't?
We have. We've done it. No, we've done it before.
He almost skipped this one by because he thought it was a giveaway. Next one.
Jimmy fucking Parker.
No, fuck's sake.
It's not even a one shot, it's a cool shot. I don't even get why this is on. Next one.
Cool shots are a thing now. Cool shots.
What's a cool shot?
It's got a menthol nicotine.
Yeah, it's got that menthol in.
Oh yeah, they stick in the Coolada in nicotine.
Coolada and Nick, yeah.
Right, I see. I've
A
never
couple of
heard of
people
that.
have
Next
asked
one.
me.
If you want to ruin your juice.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
the one. I like this one.
Well
Keith
said.
Jones.
Look
We've
at that.
done
It's a
that.
curly fry.
Got potato Clapton.
Next one.
Kevin
Next one,
Watts.
Keith.
Oh,
More wish stuff.
No idea. Don't
It's
even know
not
what
this
you-
one looks like it could be a vapeable.
It's a bit like the new pod type system from Lost Vape. It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Bit, yeah.
A bit, but it's got
reaching.
But it's got 5 drip tips. Share it with your friends. Hey, I'll come round, have a little talk on this. Dry hit. Next one.
Kevin Watts again.
coils. That's all
It's
right.
coils. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
I'm gonna stop banning Wish. I'm gonna stop banning Wish. Everything on Wish. There's like if you go on the Wish app, like 1 in every 3 things looks a little bit like something from fucking vaping. Next
Everything
one.
else looks like something you're going to
Lloyd
stuff up
Farr.
your arse.
It's vapor oil.
No,
Vapor oil. That's quite good. No,
no, it's not. It's not spelt right because
but
it's
people,
not.
yeah, well, it is.
But it
Isn't it?
reminded them of vaping, John.
Yeah.
No,
not-
next one. Next one's a good one. Come on. Next one's a good one. Next one's a good one. Come
Can't
on.
believe a juice line ain't cloned that yet.
Luke Sinclair.
Dibs.
That's Luke from the vaping emporium in Felixstowe. They also have one at Ipswich.
Well, you are such a whore, John. Next one.
Luke DeCourt. Matt DeCourt.
Matt DeCour, careful. Like,
Come on,
I think I've seen this before, but I love
Yeah,
Matt.
I've seen it before.
He's me bud. I love Matt. He made me laugh so much at VFS. Next one.
Matt Fox.
Matt Fox, he saw Craig vaping on train.
Foxy, that is
That-
great.
Oh,
That
it
was
looks
brilliant.
like Craig actually a bit.
Except he walks to work, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That
That like sitting in a disabled spot. Look.
Well, it's only if a disabled walks in that's the problem. And if they walk in, I'd be highly suspicious anyway.
Next
Yeah.
one.
Michael Briggs.
Michael Briggs has got a moustache on it. He reminded him of vaping. Sent it in. We're on the show. Next one.
Nick Blizzard.
Nick Blizzard.
Wizard.
Planet Rock ice cream man. Look, it's got ice cream man on his little Marshall Pure there. There isn't some dab, but he's down with the kids. Little digital radio, no AM, FM for this man. Next one.
Tuning into Luxembourg on
Neil
that.
Jardine.
Look at this one. It reminded him of vaping sort of beer that we drink on the show, that we vape and then we drink beer and then, but it's not
like
really beer. The
it's like
drums in it.
drums and bongos.
That's tenuous.
It is, but you know, it reminded him of vaping.
How did that remind you of vaping?
Because we drink beer on the show, don't we? Look
Um,
at that.
Yeah, they're bongos.
It looks a bit like those, sort of wanky Instagram mod pics as well.
I don't know.
Remind him of vaping. Put it on the show. Next one is Paul Iverson again.
Paul Iverson.
Iverson.
Musician to the stars.
That looks. I don't know. It's a bit moddy, isn't it? It's a bit like a mod.
What is it then? What does this even do, this thing?
Plug it into your car.
And what does it do? Makes it safe if you crash.
Yeah, it makes it safe.
Yeah,
Correct.
fixes all that.
That's fixed. Oh, it's good then. Okay.
It's a good gadget.
Superfluous to damage if you put that
I
in.
think what happens is that an inflatable man pops out and then you blame him and say he was driving when you crash.
Winner.
Seems good. It's probably available on Wish soon. Next one.
Reece Stevens.
It's another one that's tenuous. Ghost ship. Remind him of John Vapes. He's on the show. Remind him of that. We'll put it on the show. Next one.
Screenshot 2018.
That's me. I did this when I saw this video. I thought
They did
I thought
look
they were
like
drip
drip
tips.
tips. I'm
they
giving
were
you
drip
that,
tips.
James.
They're not drip tips.
Well, no, they look more like they look like jewel pods.
Well, it could be dual pods, but it reminded us of vaping, so I put it on the show. I get to choose. I don't get to choose. I just put them all on. I don't care. Next one.
Stuart Maxwell.
Oh, this is a canny one.
I like this one actually.
Oh,
Unless
get those made,
who
John.
else is with her? If lost, return to Jan.
Yeah.
I am Jan.
I mean, if John was taking a notice here, he'd probably still in this and using it in one of his adverts.
Sorry,
Next one.
sorry.
Yeah, but there's one more thing that's good. Look at the bottom. Underneath it says the Scotch Kitchen.
The Scotch
Yes.
kit. That's a double L. Look, well spotted.
double L.
That's right.
James, you have to blame Jamoosh. He keeps messaging me from New Zealand. That's what.
Knock it off, Josh. Knock it off. Right, next one.
John Beatty.
This is a good. We haven't had reminds me of
very phobic. Yeah, very phobic.
These were a thing.
I didn't
Remember,
even
we've
look
had several
behind him.
phobia ones.
Yeah.
It's good. That pause is odd from that gentleman, though. Is he leaning?
Brad,
I'm not entirely sure what's going on from him.
Brad, if you're watching this, Brad, and you were here eating a fucking aero and a whisper, you'd see that.
Yeah, can't.
And last one is my favourite of the entire this week.
Warren Cash.
This is from Warren Cash.
Todd's reviews, Phoenix.
That is brilliant.
Look at that. That is exactly the same. Todd has obviously taken our
plagiarist.
He's taken an image from Google and then made it his own. And Phoenix Building Management Society Services.
So basically, we're saying Todd is a clone.
Well, that sort of thing was all right in the 90s when he started reviewing.
It was.
Damien and Tom used to review clones all the time.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this week's things that remind you of vaping, but that aren't really vaping at all. Thanks very much. Will be more next week, probably, unless we decide not to, but there probably will be.
There will be. Yeah.
Should we break all convention and I'll put a fancy mod up at the end?
Go for it.
Okay, here's the mod showcase.
I'll whistle with you.
In association with Modmaker.co.uk, we have Herbie McGovern, who's popped this little mod up this week. Not bad, eh? Not bad.
Unbelievably good.
Lovely, that.
I love how natural that looks.
I've got the details here. It's made out of wood, and it's an e-cigarette. It squonks. That thing on the top is probably the fire button. Or even though it's a very elaborate screw covering. That is
good! It's
faux carbon fibre on the internals there, and that is available at all good Herbie McGubbin Infinium Group mods shops.
Yeah. Go get it.
So there we go. That's a beautiful mod from our friend Herbie.
Well done, Herb. Well done.
Herbie
How good is
7
Rick
3/4.
That was amazing.
Is he actually doing it, or is he playing?
Yeah, he's doing that.
Very good.
I was supposed to showcase this when I come back on and do my once a month appearance, which I.
Oh, what, you going to showcase that? The Herbie one?
He was going to actually send that to me to show everybody.
Oh, really? It's gorgeous.
I said, sell it instead, mate. Just put it on auction. Beautiful. A beautiful mod. That's next level stuff from Herbie.
It really is. Well, I screen grabbed it and sent it to the rest of the crew when I saw
lovely.
it.
It's a lovely thing.
Next level. It's not cheap, but it's next level.
I
think there's a bit of a.
No. John's gone.
Well, I'll see you, John. How's that fibre, John?
Oh, he's back. No, he's back. He's back.
Okay, that's it anyway. Has anyone got any closing statements?
Nice to meet you all. To see you nice.
I'm going on holiday.
Oh, yeah. John's away next week.
We are.
We're
really for a fortnight.
That's why I came on tonight to say at the Arrivederci, John. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, but there will be no show next week.
No show next week.
Are we blowing it out next week?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no show. They can't do it without me. So they'll be back the week after.
We'll be back in a bit. Oh, sugar! I need to vape this.
Oh yeah, do it.
I really foolishly don't know how to check what wattage I'm supposed to vape this at because there's no coil head, so it's not written on the coil head.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm gonna give it a blast at 44 watts.
It's not going to be enough.
Flavorless.
Okay.
Let's try again. 55 now.
Crank it up.
Getting there. Okay, 60.
Well, I didn't get a dry hit, so 3 hits you won't get a dry hit. So we now know that.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Crank it right up. Go on, crank it up. Crank it up. I want to see 100 watts. Let's get some flavour.
I don't think it's meant to go that high because it's on a tube
Just
knob.
do it high. Go on, for a laugh. Go on. Put it as high as you can.
66 as high as I'll go.
Oh, come on, you.
60. It's an 80-watt mod.
80 watts.
Go 80 then. 80.
But that's not. It's no. I don't. What would that achieve scientifically?
Well, do it. Break that coil. You're gonna fuck.
66 watts.
We'll laugh.
It's coming into its own now. I can taste it's getting slightly dry though. So there we go.
It's shit then, basically, isn't it? It's a bit crap.
So 4 drags and it's dry. Oh, fuck me. Chuck a towel on your
It lasts 3 months, so it's all right, isn't it?
Well, if I only get to vape it 4 times every hour.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the IDLM show. We will be back. Well, I won't be, but they will be back in 2 weeks' time. We love you. Thank you so much.
Do us a favour. Just tap that like button.
Like and
subscribe as well. There's a subscribe button down there as well.
Yeah, subscribe if you're not already.
Already subscribed. We've got
tap that like
tell your friends, copy the link, tell them, show them where it is.
Well, maybe don't use this show as an example, but pick a good one and send a link to that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.
Smash that like button.
See you next Thursday.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye.